There are people here with 15 days of visa, 3 months almost, and a month. But usually it takes about a month now, 30 to 40 days, unless you go without blocked account. How do you even do that? I would never do that.
Please don't do that,
Don't
guys.
do this, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so in this video, we will share you visa experience of two different VFS. One is Bangalore and one is Mumbai. So you went to Bangalore. You also went to Bangalore. You went to Mumbai. Bangalore. Okay. How was your experience there? Like, tell us from the beginning. Like the moment you entered that building, what happened inside?
Yeah, like it was like quite smooth. So it was like a private agency like VFS Global. We had to like submit them all the documents. For example, that APS, blocked account confirmation, all those things. Even if we didn't have one or two documents, you can mail it after 2 days. You had to like mail it after 2 days. Otherwise, like
Right.
you could like get rejected.
But were you in that position?
No. I had
You
all,
had
I
everything,
had all
right?
the documents ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's preferred that you have everything on
Yes.
first go.
And like visa slots, like that is also important because like it's important you book your visa slots quite soon. You should at least book like 1 or 2 months prior.
So how long did it take you to get your visa appointment?
I was actually like searching in January, so I got it in February.
Oh, it took 1 month.
Yeah, almost 1 month. Because after that, many people tried it like at the end of January and they were like not getting the visa slot. So like many people they came late, I guess. Yeah.
Alright, give it to him. So, minute by minute, tell me the moment you entered the building, what happened from there?
So first we go into the reception where you check what kind of visa that you want to get into. So and then I opted for the premium launch. So it was upstairs in the Bangalore office. So I went upstairs. I got the appointment token from there. I just went inside. They called my number. I visited the visa officer. So first we had 3 different offices. One is where they check all the documents and segregate and keep it as a separate part. And then the next officer who asks you questions as in what's interesting for you here and all of those, and also checks the documents once more. That's the second part. And then the third one is the biomet. So once those two are done, then you wait at the biometrics where you are in the line. If there's some other people waiting, then you have to wait outside for some time, and then once your slot is there, you can just go inside, verify biometrics, and the visa process is done.
You guys also had to fill out an application form, right? Before you go there. And also there's a declaration form attached to that. And these two things can be found, there's a link in the description of this video. And that's all what you had to do. The moment you went in and by the time you came out, how long was the time inside?
So it depends on how many people have appointment slot that day. So for me, I was pretty lucky, I would say, because I spent even less than 1 hour in there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yours was something similar or you want to
I had an interesting story basically.
Oh, yeah. Let's
for
go.
the visa.
Let's go.
So I had booked the visa slot maybe in January 15th, if I'm to be precise, and I got
2024.
24, yeah.
Okay.
And I got the slot February 8th. So that was maybe just 10-20 days. But the actual catch was everything was ready with me apart the blocked account. So I went with the confidence, okay, we can arrange the financial thing in the home, maybe with the relatives and everybody around, and that did not go well. But however, I had a backup plan like education loan going back end with the process. So that was delayed. So even though I did not have it in my hand or maybe in my account, so I still went ahead, and when I went ahead, I took the premium loan as what.
You went to visa office without blocked account
Yes.
paper. Wow, man. Okay.
So
This is first time for me.
I went ahead, like I did not have the block account, but I had the confidence, okay, I can somehow manage, and maybe I had not seen any stories about this as well, but still I just wanted to experience. For example, if I want to cancel, I had to wait for a March appointment.
Next appointment.
And I did not want to be late for the college as well, and I wanted to be in the college for the introductory week. So that was my gut feeling, okay, let me go and see what happens. And I took a premium launch because this one actually needs some support from the agency, like the VFS center, because telling me altogether would be difficult if I don't take the premium launch. So when I went up there, everything was produced. They just asked me about the blocked account. I'd taken the blocked account form, which you actually get from the accounts basically, wherein it said 00 as the balance. Even though it showed 00, they did not. Actually, one more thing is like the VFS also missed checking if I had 10 like, okay. Then I informed them because I did not want to fall in the trap of getting rejected. So I told them. They said, okay, let me give you one plain sheet. You can just write a letter for the German embassy saying this will be produced maybe in a week or so. So I wrote a letter, and after writing a letter, I produced it to them. They told me to pay the premium launch plus the VFS fees. Then I paid. My biometric was done. They said, okay, you're good to go. So that was done just in 40 minutes. This entire thing was done in 40 minutes, even though I had an error flaw which of not having a blocked account.
So did you give them blocked account papers?
Yes, with
After a
00.
week?
true. Yeah, I
No,
gave
after a
them.
week.
I gave them maybe in 4 days.
In 4 days.
Yes.
And you had emailed them this paper?
Yes, so this is also another catch. So, for instance, it is very difficult to catch hold of the German embassy over a call because they do not entertain people visiting physically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't allow at all. So basically,
So now this matter went from VFS to embassy.
Embassy.
In Bangalore consulate, basically.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay.
So I was like constantly calling them because they just have 1 hour of window.
VFS told you to write a letter, right?
Write a letter. Let's hope 80% it will be a positive response for them to give you 1 week of
Time. When did they told you like, okay, you can take 4 days?
They said me during the process itself.
They
Like
told you
before the
verbally.
payment, before
They told
paying
you
the
verbally
VFS.
that you can
yeah.
take 1 week.
No, you can ask for a week is what they
In
told.
that letter.
So I wrote it in a letter. We will be producing the blocked account in a week.
And you gave everything, you came out back to your life, but
Yes.
after 4 days, you gave them the blocked account papers.
No, for giving that, I reached out to VFS saying there's no response from the VFS
Exactly
team,
my
from the
question
embassy
is.
team.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, we are just like helping with you the process, but we don't own anything with respect to the visa. I was like, wow, this is something going to be impacting me. Then I tried constantly calling up German embassy, and on the third day, maybe on the third day, I got a slot wherein at least the lady actually picked up saying, okay, what is the issue that you have been calling up so many times?
Oh, really?
I was like, no, this is the scenario. And she was too sweet enough to say, okay, I'll give you an email. Just send the blocked account form over that email. And I did that and I waited for a week. Okay, if there will be a response if they received an email. They did not do it. So again, tried it for a couple of days asking them. They're like, when I did that, they're like, why are you even calling again? You have already submitted. You don't get a response from us, so you have to wait patient. And in 40th day, I got my visa.
You waited 40 days then?
30 days was the usual timeline
yeah.
basically. So I waited 10 more extra days.
Oh my God.
And after that, I booked my flight.
Oh my God. What about you?
My challenges actually started after the process, so waiting for the visa. The process was quite simple, but at the start, while filling your declaration form and all those stuff, please fill it prior to your application, like 2 or 3 days prior to your application date. Get your all copies ready, because I was filling that declaration form 1 day before my application date, and I faced some technical error. So I immediately mailed them, and they solved it it was instantly done. But make sure you do it as early as possible. Don't wait for the last date. And the process was quite fluent, as everyone mentioned. I also chose the premium lounge, went inside, then we showed them the appointment letter, and after that I got a token number, waited for my number, and then she collated all the documents. I had already sequenced it before. Yeah, my process took 2 hours because there was a queue for biometric. Actually, that process took time. Others, everything was good. But the roller coaster ride actually started after this process. My appointment date was 18th of January. Like, the people who did the same on the same application date received within 30 days the visa. And I was continuously mailing VFS, but getting no response. My visa took almost 85 plus days to arrive. So it was like 18 January was my appointment. I was supposed to be here in Magdeburg before 8th of April, because 8th of April is the date my course starts. Then my visa arrived on 10th or 12th of April. I booked flight tickets, and then 18th of April I arrived here.
And how many follow-ups did you do in all this?
Every day, getting up morning, 8 p.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I started mailing them every day. I just used to get the reply that your documents are still with the Mumbai consulate, they are working on it, and then it will be
And
processed.
you kept mailing to VFS?
Yeah, VFS.
Or to the embassy?
Actually, there are various mails. I'll ask him to add in the description. It is with respect to cities as well. There are various mail IDs which I used to continuously mail, and then somewhere I got a reply nearby, like in April only. So that was.
Okay. Look, there are people here with 15 days of visa, 3 months almost, and a month, I guess.
With
for you
all
guys.
documents cleared.
But usually it takes about a month now, 30 to 40 days, unless you go without blocked account. I mean, like, how do you even do that, bro? Like, I would never do that.
Yeah,
Like,
please don't do that,
Don't
guys.
do this, okay?
Yeah. Everyone cannot be like that.
yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, they could have literally easily rejected you, like,
Rejected,
right
yeah.
away. And you would be, like, behind the queue then.
Everyone were being nice. Maybe I'm not sure. One more important reason was for the delay because my grandfather had expired in January. So that was one of the reason for the blocked account was delayed. The process, because I had to do the rituals like with my family. So that was one of the reasons. But that was also listed over the letter to the embassy. Maybe that is why they also considered, is what I can say.
Okay. Alright, guys. So that's all what we have from from Magdeburg, and this is how the student visa process typically goes. But nothing to be terrified about. If you're experiencing something like this for the first time, just go there with a smile and a confidence. Go through the checklist as many times as you want. Prepare one set of original, two set of preferably color Xerox, I would say, and I think it should just work out. And don't hesitate to ask them a question. They are not the decision makers for you. Eventually, the whole document then goes to the embassy or a consulate.
The last point which I would want to mention is like, if you are alone, maybe you can take the premium service. But if you already have a people who have already experienced with the visa process, I think you can take one person with you, so who can guide you over all the process.
All right, that's all what we have. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.